So we started in 2019. So Feroz had this idea. He comes up with a vision and he just gives to the team what needs to be done, right? So 2019, he started with this vision of having an inclusive art exhibition. That's where it got started. And the process is simple in a way. We asked for applications from artists, and artists applied. And we selected 8 artists every year after going through the jury process. We had great jury members like Vilas Nayak, world-renowned speed painter. We also had Abhishek Potter, who is the founder of MAP, Museum and Arts and Photography. And we also had RK, who is a book artist himself, and Sriram Jagannathan, who is a graphic novelist. So the whole experience of volunteering, it's more of a lot of things in the background that happens, but finally, when we see the art exhibition, right? When I say experiencing art exhibition, what we made, as Lindsay briefly mentioned, is that apart from the regular painting, you can visit an art exhibition, you can see the painting, but what about experiencing it? So that's where we partnered with Access for All, sit down. We came up with kind of tactile enabled artwork. So people can touch, feel, and also voice enabled artwork. So anyone can listen to it, right? So this is all about the Art for Inclusion exhibition, and a lot of volunteers, a lot of work happens, so I don't want to go behind the scenes of it. All of us are volunteers here. I was asked to share my personal experience, right? The first personal experience, the lesson I learned is, assumptions are made and most assumptions are wrong. I'll narrate a story here. I went to the election booth to cast a vote, and there I saw a girl in the wheelchair who came to cast a vote. She was on the wheelchair, born with hands till elbows and legs till knees. She was in the wheelchair and the place was not accessible for her to enter the room. That's where I pitched in. I helped her to get into the room and she casted the vote. I don't know how she casted the vote. She does things on her own, everything. She came back. I just said, hey friend, there is an India Inclusion Summit. You should know about it. Let's keep in touch. We exchanged the contact. And then it further continued the communication. And later I got to know that she's a next door neighbor, nearby my apartment. I thought she's kind of okay person with disability, and it's good for her to come and participate in the India Inclusion Summit. Then further communication chats, she started sharing, saying that I'm an artist. And then she shared her website. I had a look at her website, the kind of artwork she has made. It was mind-blowing. I haven't seen such artwork anytime, anywhere. And Steve Jobs is my kind of favorite role model. So I just gave a commission work to her, and she finished the work and she gave it to me. Such a mind-blowing work. I was kind of spellbound, and the lesson I learned is never assume things in life. I never thought she'd be an artist. She'd be such a great artist, a great painter, and she's amongst us, Anu Jain, over there. There was another girl who is an artist. She was just a sketch drawing person who was doing drawing. And we found, as part of the Art for Inclusion team, we found her work in Chitrakala Parishad. Some volunteer, some NGO has got her work. She was not there. After seeing the work, we thought that something is there, let's try it out. She's from a very rural village from Tamil Nadu, somewhere remote village. So in 2019, we personally sponsored her just to come for IIS and visit what is happening with IIS and attend and experience the Art for Inclusion and have talk with our artists. And you know what? Fast forward, she attended and she went back to her village. From a sketch artist, she became a canvas painter, and by 2020 she applied for Art for Inclusion and she got selected, and she is one of the Art for Inclusion fellow, and she is amongst us today, Sushila. The third lesson from Art for Inclusion is that we talk about volunteering. In volunteering, diversity can be very much included, and people can kind of think different, who thinks different and make a lot of change. So I had my good brother, in a way, Manas, who is in the autism spectrum, who have been volunteering all through last 4 years, each and every time being there and spending his time and effort, and he's making a big impact in terms of creating awareness on the topic of autism spectrum to everyone out there, you know. So that is another big change that I learned from this Art for Inclusion, right? A big cheers to Manas. So as part of Art for Inclusion, I wanted to thank the artist in you. I want to thank all the family members. I want to thank the leaders in you who created this vision. I want to thank the organizations in you who kind of make it happen possible in terms of funds. I want to thank the partners in you who helped to make it happen. And I want to thank each and every volunteer in you. Thank you so much.